So when you put it to the colors, you can see the colors to the seasons. So you see winter, beginning of winter, the coldest time, the darkest time is dark blue, builds up till it gets to crimson. When it gets to March, you're getting to daylight increasing, daylight is greater, it goes into the red and the red to orange, the brighter, fiery colors. When it gets into Cancer, when it goes to June 21st, it gets to the summer, you get the amber, the yellow, the light green, the yellow-green. These are all the summery colors. When you get to the fall and winter, the fall, you get the green up to blue. And the dark, going from blue to the dark indigo, that's the winter solstice. So each sign will have its relationship, its certain color that's more normal and natural. You could like all colors, but one is going to affect you more than others. Sometimes the opposite color can upset your psyche or upset your nature, and even without knowing it, make you feel insecure. Sometimes the color you have is just blatantly reinforcing you. Sometimes that's too much and you try and play it down. Sometimes you try and build it up more. So it's not likely you're going to find a Capricorn man or woman wearing the bright red dress or the bright red suit or red pants. Like that's something an Aries or spring type person would do. It's not something a winter type person is likely to do. At the same time, in the summer, Leos will wear yellow. Hey, notice me, look at me. But the blues and the darkness of Capricorns or purples of Aquarius, they wouldn't wear those so much. They're too dark. They're grim colors. They'd want the notice me colors. And the Libra, the sharing colors, the green, the teal, the blue, the aquamarine, the blue, these are all more social colors of sharing, and it's easier to be comfortable. So those people wear those toned down colors more than the bright yellows or oranges. So you can see how color works. It seems like a simple association. You can apply it to colors, to what you're wearing, but really it relates to what you've been exposed to and which color sets you off and which ones make you a little more insecure. This is the essence of using color to heal. Okay, so from here, okay, let's just stay here a little bit more. So this is all stuff before you look at the horoscope and everything. We're just understanding the signs of the zodiac, that they're living energies and they're observable. You can experience them outwardly, you can experience them inwardly, but you see this dynamic. When you make that connection, you feel you're connected to life. You see how you're connected to life, and we are. So okay, I just noticed Marika, you're not getting the video. I'm not sure why, but I'll be sure that you make sure you get a copy of the video to have, but you should be able, even in hearing it through, if you have the download, I don't know if you can download at the same time, but you might be able to follow through this step by step anyways. Okay, so, okay, so I want to go around the circle just thinking of it for the signs of the zodiac and how each one fits. I just want to look ahead for a second here. What have I got to go through? Okay. Okay, we'll just push, but this point of each season, the daylight is winter, daylight is greater, it's increasing, darkness is greater, daylight is increasing. So it's dark out, it's the social time, it's the responsible time, but people who are born in social situations where they're sensitive to everyone, they're still planning to figure out how they can get their own thing, how they get Freedom 55, how at some point it'll work to their best interest. So this is the daylight increasing, the ambitious daylight increasing inside the need of having to belong and having to be responsible to everyone else. So in one way they're responsible people, but even in that responsibility, they're trying to figure out how it will eventually turn in their favor. Okay, so for the Aquarius, it gets to the point, for Capricorn, you see it around business. For Aquarius, you'll see it more, Aquarius are really into friends and talking to people. They want to, so you might be listening to all your friends, but sooner or later, you want friends to hear what you have to say. You want to be listened. You want to make your mark to your friends. So you got to be responsible, but you're going to have your own ideas, and you're going to try and get your own ideas so you have something special to say. That's the daylight increasing. In Pisces, who are sensitive to everybody's story. Everyone has a story. It can go good, it can go bad. There's so many different ways people can be. And then every time you try and do their own thing, there's somebody else to help, and they're helping so many people and pulled into so many worlds that they rarely ever get to do their own thing. But sooner or later, they're planning, I'll take care of this, I'll take care of this. One day I'll get a chance to do my own, but I got to do this now, but I got to take care of this now. But still, there's a drive to have some independence and a resistance to getting unfair obligations set up on them. So this is the winter signs, the daylight increasing, nighttime is greater. So it's individuals emerging, trying to be a little free, find a little freedom or momentum, individual momentum in social situations where there's a lot of responsibility, a lot of demands made on one. So you can feel you're never living up to them, but in the sense you're still trying to make something that's yours in the midst of it. Okay. So like I don't have this defined. I make it up. I work my logic through it, and I make the connections to it. Every time I look at the zodiac, I'm reconstructing this, and it comes alive more than just memorizing exact keywords. I'm using certain words, but really I'm rebuilding my association to this every time I go over it. So when we look at springtime, March 20th to June 21st, we have Aries, Taurus, and Gemini will be here. These are the individuals who are daylight is greater. They're already independent. They're already doing their own thing, but because the daylight's increasing, even though they're doing their own thing, challenge me. They want to do more. They want to prove they can do more. They want to prove they can do more, and it's way more than anybody else. But they're just pushing that limit. They're just, challenge me. I'll try this. I'll try that. They'll go for it. Thank goodness someone could do it. It's very exciting to watch. It's very, but it's difficult to relate to go along with. So this is the daylight is greater and daylight increasing. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini have this push, who are independent. They have their own way, their own independent way of thinking it, and they're pushing for more. They're free and they want to be more free. They're independent. They want to be more independent. They're breaking away from rules, but they want to break away more from any rules. They're trying to get away from those things. Just do it all their own way. Is it true? You have to check it out. This is the association. This is the theory. This is the association of how it means. You have to look at people that you know and say, and watch it and say, oh, look at that. You got kids. You'll see this in a second. Look at that Aries kid. Look at that Capricorn. You just see it. They live these archetypes. So making the connection between what you see, between what the theory is, and how you experience and watch and experience this, is fine-tuning your sense of experiential reality, and you grow a lot through doing this. So there's a therapy that happens just in knowing astrology and understanding other, putting people in the right places, seeing things clearly, really opens up and expands your world of how you can be. Okay, so summer, the darkness is increasing. Responsibilities are starting to come back, but daylight is greater. So daylight it's still summertime. We want to have our holidays. We want to do our own thing. We don't want to go back to school. We don't want to have commitments. But really, you've planted the seeds in the springtime, and the summer is, they need to be watered. The weeds have to be taken out. There's certain responsibilities that you got to do or you're not going to have your harvest. So as the fall builds up, more and more work is needed to take care of the fields, for example, getting rid of weeds and that, and then so you can harvest your crop for the fall. But the more an individual tunes in to do it, taking care of those things and then having their freedom, it works well. If someone's saying, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, they end up suffering and not getting the same harvest or the same result. So there's a self-critical element to this spring and summer signs. Cancer, very strong in their feelings, but very insecure about where they fit in, so they usually want to stay at home. Leos are very strong, here's me, follow me, but they're not followers with other people. They expect other people to follow them, and they make those assumptions. Virgos are working out the system and analyzing things and figuring things, but they're not necessarily just trusting and believing in others. They're trying to improve themselves. So they have the daylight is greater, so they're all working on themselves. They're not followers in relationship, but they're trying to improve what they can get out of a relationship. You have a home, you have responsibilities. You have kids, Leo, more responsibilities. You have home, kids, and skills. Then you have to work to pay for the kids. So all of these things are working. They give you, they're your kids, they're your home, but they take more responsibilities to pay for and more trade-offs to pay for. And that's the increasing darkness.